Hey, what's up, family? Yo, got a great one for you today. We're gonna do this one based on. We're gonna title this one, "Can you afford that car payment?" You get what I'm saying? Now I know I did a video before dealing with something like this. I called it "Buying a New Car," and trust me when I tell you, great video. I think it's only about 7 minutes long. If you're about to buy a new car, used car, or whatever, watch that video. It will help you. It's going to help you dodge some mistakes that you may have made, may or may have not have made. But this one here is going to be that a little different. So therefore, like I said, I'm titling it, "Can you afford that car payment?" Now, the reason I'm saying that because let's go with the average person out here that, like I said in that last video, don't get emotional when going to buy that vehicle. Because if you buy a vehicle based on your emotions, you're going to regret it later. For example, let's take the average person, right? Let's take the average person that go, "Oh man, I like that new car," whatever new car it is, right? And they go to the dealership, whatever, to buy a car, and they, after they show them all the shiny lights and everything, they tell them, "Well, we could get you in this car today. Your car payment will only be $500. Well, we looking at your paychecks, it looked like you can more than afford that car, right? So let's go with a simple person. Watch this. Let's say that person that they done looked at their paycheck, they said, "Well, I bring home $800 after taxes every week," right? So 800, right? Weekly. I love doing these type of videos. Oh, snap. I love doing these type of videos where I can actually show you the numbers, because that way sometimes it can stick a little bit more. So let's take a person that says they bring home $800 a week, right? And the car dealership saying, "Well, we could get you into this car and it's only going to cost you $500 a month." See, the average person, they will say, $500? I could do that because I bring home $800 after taxes a week. Now, we're just doing the bare minimum. We're not even talking about people that bring home 1,200, 16, 2,000, whatever. We're going to do a simple paycheck, right? So this person has done gotten their head because of the dealer. They said, payment's only going to be $500 a month. You bring home $800 a week. So $800 a week equals to what? Let's go 8 times 4. It's 4 weeks in a month. 8 times 4 is what? 32, right? So that would be $3,200, right? That's a month, right? This is what this person, if they're making $800 a week, and they bringing home $3,200 a month. So a simple $500 should be nothing, right? So you think. That's why I say I do these videos, so to help y'all. Now let's run it down. This guy has got you went in there with your emotions. Mistake number one. You had this, as I used in that video, I used the word of the day as grifter, someone who scams you into something. So today what we're going to use is a word of the day. It's going to be called summation. Summation, summation. Now if you look up the word summation, it simply means the adding up of things. You mostly hear that word in like court proceedings or something like that, where they say they adding up evidence to build a case on someone. But it also means like adding up numbers and adding up whatever. So we're going to take this $800 a week, which equals to $3,200 a month, which that car dealership used your emotions and said, you can afford this $500 a month payment for your car. Watch this. Don't ever. I'm going to show you. Let's do the breakdown. Let's do the summation. Let's do the summation of your weekly to monthly income with that car payment. Let's see what happens. Watch this. So that would mean if you made $3,200 a month, that would mean, okay, remember, then that would say your $500 car payment, right? $500 car payment, right? They say it's real easy. Now, what a lot of y'all got to remember, when you get that $500 a month car payment, you do know you have to have car insurance with it, right? See, this is what you're not realizing. There's a lot that comes more with that car payment. And you can't just get any insurance. You can't walk out here with liability. No, when you're financing a car, you have to get full coverage. You see? You didn't think of that. See? Because you went in there with your emotions. So we're going to keep doing the summation of your weekly income, that summation to your monthly income. $800 a week. You making $3,200 a month, and you saying, man, I could afford $500. That's nothing. That's not even, I still have $300 left over from my weekly payment if I get one check, right? Okay, we're doing a summation here, right? Your $500 car payment, what comes with that car payment? You have to have full coverage insurance when you are financing a car. So let's go with a bare minimum, right? Let's say full coverage insurance is going to run you about insurance. Full coverage insurance. All right, that's your whole 1 week paycheck right there, gone. And this is only dealing with the car. So you gotta look, you gotta do the summation of what you're about to get into. Because once you get in, you sign that document and all that stuff, you're stuck now. So you must do the summation of what you're about to get into. Now let's take it a little further. You're gonna have to get gas in your car, right? What gas gonna cost you about on a weekly to monthly basis? Now, if you're one of these young kids, you know how y'all are. Y'all always you gotta go to and from work, but y'all always want to be partying, right? You always gotta be driving in New York to go to the party. If you're in LA, you always gotta be driving over to La Cienega. You always gotta be driving over to the LA here and over to Compton here and Detroit here. You know, if you one of these young cats, y'all always on the go. So you're constantly driving like crazy, right? So you pretty much gonna do something like $100 a week in gas. $100 a week, 4 weeks in a month, right? That's $400. And we still just dealing with the car. We ain't even get into your rent and all that yet, but we're gonna get there. So that's just dealing with that. Now, remember, so you got your car payment, your full coverage insurance, because you gotta have full coverage, you're financing a car. You gotta put gas in the car, right? How about the maintenance? The maintenance on your car, let's say it's $100. How do you feel maintenance, right? Because we're not saying you spend $100 every month, no. But what we are saying, every 3 months you go get that oil change. And if you like a lot of people out here, you went and got a BMW, Mercedes, Range Rover, Tesla, because you all about status. You trying to impress others. So guess what? Your neighbor who has a regular Honda vehicle or Toyota, a regular vehicle, their oil change, when they go get their oil change, costs about $45. Your oil change on your Tesla or your big status car is going to cost you about a couple of $100 because you are worried about your status quo, what people think about you. So you want to go get the fancy car, right? So your maintenance, you got to do it every month. But what it's going to cost you when you do get it, when you do the summation of that, the breakdown going to be pretty much $100 a month. So look what we're dealing with so far. Look at that. 3, 4, that's 7, 800, 5, that's $1,300. $1,300, and that's just, this is just car related. That's just car related. You went into that dealership thinking $500, you can afford that because you make $800 a week with $300 left over in one check. But you make $3,200 a month. So you thinking, man, I could definitely afford that. But what you didn't account for, the summation, meaning adding up of things, is that your car payment, you mandatory to have full coverage insurance when you financing a car. You got to put gas in your car. And I'm doing a small amount. People spend way more than that. I'm doing a small amount. $400 a month in gas, $100 a month in maintenance. Let's keep going. We got to pay rent, right? Let's say you're where you live at, you got to pay rent, right? $1,200 in rent. Okay, let's go to the next one. You need electric where you live, right? See, but you still was only doing a summation of $500 a month for this car payment. I could afford that. You never did the summation of your monthly bills in a whole. And now you done signed that contract, you done had this vehicle, you love it, but you starting to feel the crunch of how it's starting to put pressure on you. All right, you need electric, right? What's the next thing? Let's go. We're doing all simple stuff. And I'm doing a bare minimum. All right, that would be your cable / internet. Your cable and your internet, right? You need your cable, you need your internet, right? Let's go to the next one. That's it. I'm doing a bare minimum. Oh, you know y'all can't live without your cell phone. We might as well put a big asterisk next to this one, because y'all can't live without your cell phone, right? Let's keep going. You gotta eat, right? See what this reminds me of? That episode on The Cosby Show when Theo, remember Theo, he thought he had it all figured out. And he's like, oh, Daddy, you know, I'll make an extra amount of money. And his father said, boy, he did the breakdown with Monopoly money. And he did the whole breakdown with Theo about what it costs him to rent, what it costs him to have a vehicle, what it costs him to have groceries, what it costs him to have a girlfriend. Oh, he broke all that down. In the end, he was broke. So let's go with the last one, right? Let's say $600 a month for groceries. Because you're pretty much going to spend about $150 a week. It's 4 weeks in a month. $150. Second week be $300, and so on and so on. That'd be $600. Now let's add this all up. Because remember, all you was thinking was, I'm just paying $500 a month. You're not even doing the summation of your monthly bills. So now when we add this all up, let's pick them off one by one. Let's start with the first one, your biggest one. You forgot about your rent, right? That's $1,200, right? Let's go to the next big one. Plus your groceries, $1,200 plus 6, that's $1,800 right there. Let's go with this one, $1,900. Next one, well, let's go here, $1,900. That's even $2,000. $2,200. Let's go right here now. $2,300 right here. $2,700. Next one, $3,000. We at $3,000. We getting real close to you. We at $3,000. Then we go right here. We at $3,500 a month. And remember, you went there with your emotions and you said, I could afford a $500 car payment. I could afford that. It's only $500. See, you're emotional. But you never did the summation to say, just alone, having that car alone gave you 4 bills. Car payment, full coverage insurance for that car, gas for that car, and the maintenance for that car. That alone, $800. I'm gonna count slow for you. 5 plus 3 is 800. Plus a 4, 1,000, that's 1,200, and another 100. $1,300 just to have that car. Just to have that car. Cost you $1,300 a month. And all you kept saying was, it's only gonna be $500. Nah, you must always do the summation of your bills. Remember, SUMMATION. Always give y'all a word of the day. Summation just means adding up of things. You mostly hear that word in court proceedings, meaning adding up evidence to build a case on someone. But it also means adding up of anything. In this case, adding up your monthly bills. So now, when you think about it, you only make this much a month. But when you add up all your bills, and I'm leaving some out. Like I said in past videos, what if you got child support? What if you got student loans and all that? I'm just doing the bare minimum. And look, you're at $3,500. You $300 in debt now. You're $300. I'm sorry. You're $300 in debt. All because you did not do the summation of your monthly bills and you got emotional when you went to the dealership and they told you it's only $500 a month, you can afford it. You make $800 a week. It's more than enough. You're good to go. Yeah, okay, do not fall for that. Like I said, go back and watch my other video. I think it's called Buying a New Car. Watch that with this. And I guarantee you, you'll be more smarter when you go to buy your vehicle, whatever vehicle that is. I'm sorry, you had something to
No,
say?
if that's the case, then you would have to go for a second job in order.
Yes,
in order
or
to-
how about you do the summation of your monthly bills, you be smart at it, and now you're gonna make a wiser choice. You ain't gonna go so quick for a $500 payment. You're gonna look for a car that's more affordable to you. Or you have to eliminate some of your bills, but the whole point is you will do the summation of
Exactly.
your bills that has to make sense. Where now you can still, because you always want to put some money in the kitty for a rainy day. It's raining right now. I love the rain. But you do not want to be emotional and then regret it later. Definitely do the summation. Let me write it for you. Summation. Do the summation of your bills. Trust me, you will thank me later. Like I said, go back and watch that other video. It's called Buying a New Car. Because I gave some great points on that one. Do not let these car dealerships be grifters and make a fool out of you. Be smart and watch that video and watch this video before you go buy that vehicle. Because $500 a month sounds real easy and pretty. But you're going to see pretty soon $500 a month going to add up to $3,500 a month. Way over what you make, therefore putting you $300 in debt. You really couldn't afford it. And now you stress. Every day you stressed out, you snapping on family members and other people because you really stressed about the silly mistake that you did because you didn't do the summation of your monthly bills. Hey, wise up, folks. Be smarter. That's why I put these videos out here to be informative to you guys so you can think smarter when you're making those decisions. I got your back. Peace.